In this video, I'm going to explain to you how DNA is the recipe or the code to produce proteins in our bodies. This diagram comes from page 185 in your SciPads, and I'm going to use it to explain to you a process that is quite complicated, but hopefully simplified enough for you to be able to understand it. So at the top, you've got your DNA strand, which should look familiar to you. It's made up of the bases in the middle, which again should look familiar to you, and they pair up in complementary style. So you've got your thymine pairing up with your adenine and your cytosine pairing up with your guanine. The part that is important and maybe new for you is the part where we look at bases occurring in threes. So if we look at this particular section up here, and we're looking only at the bottom half in this example, we have got an adenine, a thymine, and another adenine. Now when they occur in a group of three, we call them a triplet. And that triplet is really important because it provides the code to produce an amino acid. There are a number of different amino acids, and each of those are coded for by a different sequence of the bases. So if we look at the diagram, if you have the bases C, A, and A, you will always produce a valine amino acid. If you have the bases A, C, and A, you will always produce a cytosine acid. And once you've produced all of your amino acids, they join together by a peptide bond. To form a protein molecule. Those proteins are really important in the body because they carry out a huge number of different functions. For example, they can act as enzymes which control chemical reactions in your body. Proteins can also form hormones, which are important for sending chemical messages in your body. And there's a number of other processes that require proteins. You don't need to go into detail about what those processes are, so long as you can understand how do we get from a piece of DNA to a complicated protein molecule. So just to summarize what's important and what you need to know, the first thing is that bases are arranged in triplets on a piece of DNA, and each triplet provides the code for an amino acid. And when you join amino acids together using a peptide bond, you form a complex protein molecule.